The Jewish story of the day today is one that's not getting much coverage in the mainstream media. The Indian government has announced that its military has killed an Islamist terrorist who was involved in the murder of Jewish American journalist Daniel Pearl. You'll recall Pearl was a Wall Street Journal reporter who was murdered by Islamist extremists as he was investigating terror networks following the 9/11 attacks on Manhattan and Washington, D.C. Now, India's governing party said that the Indian army had killed Pakistani terrorist Abdul Rauf Azar in a military operation targeting an Islamist terrorist group. Now, back in 2002, a group of Islamist terrorists that included Azar kidnapped and murdered Pearl. Azar was affiliated with Al Qaeda and Jaish e Mohammed, an Islamist terror group that aims to separate Kashmir from India and fully incorporate it into Pakistan. Pearl was working as the South Asia bureau chief of the Wall Street Journal at the time. He had originally been stationed in New Delhi. He moved to Karachi, Pakistan to investigate terror networks after the 9/11 attacks. On January 23rd, 2002, Pearl was kidnapped by terrorists at a hotel in Karachi, Pakistan. His kidnappers called themselves the National Movement for the Restoration of Pakistani Sovereignty. They accused him of being an Israeli spy, and they sent the US government a list of demands in return for freeing Pearl. The US government did not meet those demands, and Pearl was executed by these terrorists. In some of his final words, Daniel Pearl, in a video released by these terrorists, said that he was Jewish and had visited Israel multiple times. His final words were, quote, "My father's Jewish, my mother's Jewish, I'm Jewish, my family follows Judaism. Back in the town of Bnei Barak, there's a street named after my great grandfather, Chaim Pearl, who was one of the founders of the town." That's what he said in the video shortly before he was executed. He was beheaded on camera in an absolutely horrifying piece of video footage. India, which killed this terrorist involved in Pearl's kidnapping and murder, launched what they called Operation Sindoor on Wednesday. They said it targeted terrorist infrastructure. It was launched after Pakistani terrorists killed 26 Hindu tourists. Now, in addition to Pearl's kidnapping and murder, the ruling party in India said that Azar, the terrorist, was involved in a number of terror activities, including the 1999 hijacking of an Indian Airlines flight, a 2016 Air Force Base attack, and a 2001 terror attack on India's parliament. I'm going to be staying on this story involving slain American Jewish journalist Daniel Pearl. I'll have more for you soon.